Guys, it's Janet Styles and Smiles here to talk to you about some recommendations I have for shampoos and things like that I've had people asking about. So first off, to tell you, there are about as many kinds of shampoos as there are different kinds of people. Everybody has different favorites. So these are some of my favorites or people that I know that are favorites. So if you like something different or if you want to try something different, that's totally fine. You don't have to only go by my recommendations. But the first one that is my very favorite, I got because my cousin had recommended it to me, and she had worked at a salon and then also had her own salon in her house. And so when I was going to open my own little salon 7+ years ago, I had no idea what to get. And so she told me to get this one because she loved it on everybody that she used. And so I used it at that salon, loved it on everybody that I used. Like, there was literally times that, you know, as you get talking while you're shampooing hair, and then I go to sit them in my chair and comb them out, and I realize, oh, I don't even think I put conditioner in their hair because it was so good that I didn't even realize it. Anyway, so I have it at the salon now too, but my favorite one is the Biolage. It's the ultra moisturizing ones. I really like how moisturizing it is because we live in a very dry climate with very dry air, and pretty much everybody gets dried out. So it doesn't matter if you have all natural virgin hair or if you do colored hair or if you've bleached your hair, pretty much everybody has dry hair around here. So I really like the Biolage, the ultra moisturizing stuff. That one is my very favorite. I've loved it on everyone that I've used. So that's my top choice, number one, go-to recommendation when people ask me what to get. That's what I recommend. It's good for colored hair and everything too. It's not one that's a color specific, though Biolage does have a specific color preserve line. So you could get that one too if you are extra concerned about preserving your color. But I prefer the ultra moisturizing one. Then one of my girls says that her favorite is the Joico. I've used Joico before and I really like that one. So they have Joico has a good color preserve type. They have some different moisturizing ones and stuff too. Another one that I've used that I really like, I like the Sexy brand of Sexy has some really good different lines, and I really like Sexy because they have their specific lines for different things. So I like the Silky Sexy. I've used that shampoo and conditioner. That's one that's a good moisturizing, just make you feel really silky because I have the very straight hair. And so I like that one just to give it nice and sleek and sexy. But they do have some that are made specifically for volumizing, repairing, and things like that too. So look at the Sexy line. I like that one too. And then I have girls that are Paul Mitchell fans, and so if you like Paul Mitchell, she recommends the Tea Tree shampoo, which is a good clarifying shampoo. So if you get a lot of buildup and stuff in your hair, if you use a lot of product or you live somewhere where they have a lot of environmental, you know, like smoggy air and stuff too, that can leave a lot of buildup on your hair. So clarifying is really good for that. So she likes the regular tea tree for the shampoo and then the lavender tea tree for the conditioner. I'm trying to remember. She likes the lavender tea tree conditioner because that one is a good moisturizing, deep moisturizing one. So clarifying is really good for stripping everything off your hair, and then the moisturizing conditioner can really get in and moisturize. You don't want to use that tea tree clarifying one if you have colored hair because it can strip the color just because it is a clarifying. So that's one thing to look for. If you have colored hair, you don't want to look for a clarifying shampoo because clarifying is meant to strip your hair, and so you don't want to do that if you have color. You want to look for something that's either a moisturizing or specifically color preserve if you have colored hair. There are ones made specifically for curly hair. Sexy does have a curly Sexy line as well, and I've used some of their product. I haven't used their shampoo because obviously I don't have curly hair, but they do have some really good curly Sexy products, so I would assume that their curly Sexy shampoo would still be good too. But like as far as product lines go, I really like the Sexy ones because they are a wide range, and plus they come in pretty colored bottles that match my salon. Is that dumb that I like that? But they do have fun colored bottles. But yeah, so I like the curly Sexy. They have a curling cream that's kind of a lotiony, soft stuff. So I really like that if you have curly hair. I know I've had people specifically ask about curly products because they're like, I have no idea what to do with curly hair. So I like the curling cream because it does give a good hold and it keeps the curls in place, but it doesn't make them crunchy curls like a gel would. So I like that. And then there's also a spray foam with the Curly Sexy that I really like too, that's kind of like a mousse but not quite as heavy, but it sprays in an aerosol can, but then it kind of is that fluffy mousse stuff. So that is fun to spray on and scrunch up. But so those are the two that I really like for curly hair. If you have curly hair, there's a lot of really good serums you can use if you want to get rid of frizz. Sexy has a couple different kinds. Paul Mitchell has the Super Skinny Serum is what it's called. I really like that one too. But there's just different serums like that that have different types of oils that are really good. You can put them on before you blow dry is really good to kind of seal and protect your hair from the heat. Some of them you can also use on the dry hair if you're getting those flyaways. You don't want to put it so much by your scalp with those oil ones, but just if you have some kind of flyaways, to rub it in your hands, and then you can kind of lightly run your hands over if your hair's dry, just to kind of get rid of those flyaways. But if you're doing it on your wet hair, you can kind of comb it through a little bit more to evenly distribute it, but they can be used, some of them, on the dry hair too. So I like those for smoothing your hair, whether it's straight or you're doing whatever curls. And then other products I really like, another one from Sexy is a Seal and Shine spray. So it's in an aerosol spray can, so it's kind of like a hairspray, but it's not a holding spray. It just seals down your cuticle and makes it really, really shiny. So I love that because it just makes you feel like you've got some really pretty shiny hair, and it just is a spray, but it doesn't feel like you're weighed down and heavy like the oil. So that one's a good one too if you just need to kind of seal it down, just that frizziness too. Then there's a lot of different gels and stuff. So if you have specific questions about for your certain hair or your certain type or whatever, feel free to comment or message me or whatever, or come in the salon and we can talk about it. We can look at your hair and we can give some better recommendations. But those are some basic recommendations on shampoo types. You can find all of them, you know, at a beauty supply. If you have a friend that is licensed, then that's the best. You'll get the best price. Obviously, you get it at the dealer price. But if you don't have a friend and you don't want to pay the salon prices, Sally's or Ulta, they'll have some really good brands. Ulta, I think, sells them still at the retail like a salon would. So you can get them, the name brands at Ulta, but then at Sally's, they have some good knockoff brands. Like they have a BioTerra line, and they have like fake BioSilk one. I don't remember what it's called, but they have different professional quality ones that are knockoff brands. So I recommend going to Sally's, as they do a lot of product as well too. So go to Sally's and check out what they have. There'll be some better prices than buying it at a salon. But if you want to get anything that's the good professional stuff, come and visit me. I can get you it at our price because I don't sell retail here, so I can just sell it to you at our cost. But if you just want any recommendations or anything too, just let me know. And if you have any other questions for next week's video, let me know what you want me to talk about, and we will do some more Hair 101. See you next time.